Hello everyone, this is vickieverlie. Thank you so much for joining me for your monthly tarot scopes. These monthly mini readings offer a glimpse into what it's really like to have a personal consultation with me. A private reading is much more personal and in-depth. I psychically tune into your energy and get visions and impressions that are specific only to you. If you would like to order a personal reading from me, or check out some of the other products and services that I offer, you can do so by checking out the link below. And now, without further ado, on to the reading.
Aries.
Hello Aries! Thank you for joining me for your June 2014 tarot scope and mini astrology reading. Alright, I'm going to start shuffling up the card for Aries of June 2014, and let's see what wants to come out. Ooh, there's a nice card. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what else we're going to get here. Ooh, Chariot. Wonderful. Oh, wow. There's definitely some good stuff happening for you. Okay, we can get started on this. Well, Nine of Pentacles is a card of financial prosperity. It's a very positive card. It says that your bills and your money is under control. That it's not all-consuming. This is all under control. It's flourishing, and she has time for pleasure. And not only that, she wears the fine robes, so she has money to buy clothes, and she has money for extras, and take care of her pets, and she's not focused on that. Her business, and often this is a business. Very often, if you have your own business, this could be very relevant to you. When I'm looking at this card, these crescent moons are standing out to me too. So I want to say that there may be, and it feels like these are 4. So I want to say within, within a month, or within, I believe we are having aren't we having this is a new moon towards the end of the month. The new moon would be the darker circle. I don't know, something about these moon cycles here seem to be important or standing out to me, these crescent moons and then these other things like this. But at any rate, this could be your own business. Sometimes I say with this card, you may be affiliated with somebody else, like people in sales may have this card. Or for instance, somebody who maybe sells real estate could get this card. So say you're associated with a real estate Century 21 or whoever, but you're really on your own. It's like an independent contractor card. Whatever the case may be, the main message is, boy, things are really flowing financially. We're comfortable. We don't have to worry. Everything is blooming and flowing. And it's followed up right by the Chariot. So, I mean, wow. And the World. I mean, this is spectacular. Chariot and the World both being major arcana cards, too. So saying outside forces are at work, or outside forces are coming in to kind of give you a boost or help you. Chariot is big success. It's big success. And when Chariot and the World show together, this can indicate travel, because the World indicates worldwide, or maybe, in a foreign country from your own, and Chariot can be travel, so that could be, but with the Pentacles showing up here, it's success, and these stars are really shining out to me. It's funny that the moon was standing out to me in this card, and the stars are standing out to me in that card, so maybe some of you need to just get an astrology chart done, even if it's not through me. I'm not trying to hawk my astrology charts in the tarot readings here. But something about the moon and the stars. So maybe you need to consult with an astrologer or get a report. And we're going to do a little bit of that later on in the spread. But anyways, Chariot, Phoenix rising from the ashes. Big jumps up in success. That's what Chariot indicates. Like big from point A and then to point C. It's not just like crawling along like this card, crawling along with this heavy burden and everything. It's like big jump, big leaps, big jumps in status, big jumps in career, big jumps in success. It's one of the highest success cards in the deck, I would say. Again, the World is always everything you ever wanted and then some, surpassing any goals that you have set for yourself, attaining them, reaching them, and surpassing them. So this is something pretty big here, pretty huge. Again, could involve travel. If an opportunity comes up to travel, and it may be that you have to go by yourself, because that's another thing about this Nine of Pentacles. She stands on her own 2 feet and stands on her own here. So she's not, that's why it can be your own business too, because she's not real reliant on anybody else. Or sometimes this could also be that you are just working off by yourself. Maybe you do work for a company, but that they send you on trips, or you're trusted to go off and do your job, or you could be working from home too, sometimes with that castle in the background. So there's an immense opportunity, it looks like, for career and finance for you. And this bottom row is almost exactly the opposite. That's what's so strange about this. So I almost want to say, and the Chariot is the two paths here. So I think there's an opportunity for a new path. It's going to take courage, and you may have to strike out on your own. You may have to relocate. You know, these are some things that to consider. Because these cards down here, in reverse, okay, and Taurus. Usually, well, this is Earth, so this could be an Earth sign person, normally a man, but could be a male or female that possibly disappointed you. That could be an actual person who may have been an Earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. But besides the astrology of the Pentacle people, they are the people with the money. And secondly, if it's timing, it could be Taurus, because we just passed out of Taurus last month. So this could be talking about something that you were trying to latch onto in Taurus time, or an opportunity that you thought popped up here in Taurus time. And if the thing is, it didn't pan out, or if it's ongoing, it doesn't seem like it's going to pan out. Because Ace of Rods in reverse is like seeds planted are not blooming and growing, or are not flourishing or moving forward, or it's never going to get off the ground here. And the other thing is, with this card, yeah, it's a card of hard work and carrying this heavy burden. It depends on the context. A lot of times I'll look at this card and I'll say, hey, well, you're going to make it there through hard work and perseverance. But when it's surrounded by cards like these, it's like, well, maybe not. Maybe you're just setting yourself up if you were to go down this path, or this thing that you wanted so bad in Taurus that maybe didn't come to, happen to fruition. Maybe it's just going to be endless toil and endless suffering and all this heavy burden that you're going to have to carry for all this time. So, maybe it's a blessing in disguise, and often that is the case. And when things don't come out the way we want them to, we want a certain thing, and if it doesn't turn out like that, often it is a blessing in disguise. And I try not to get too hung up on these things, and just say, well, that's not for me. There's something else. That's not the path. I don't sit there worrying about it and staying on it. And that's something that everybody can do. And regret is a waste. You're being steered in a different direction. So if it did happen in Taurus, it didn't fall, or maybe you did get into this new job and you hate it and it's just killing you. This card is like something that could just be killing you. It depends on what the cards around it are, and the cards around it in this case are not. For instance, if this card was here, then we could say, well, yeah, you're going to work hard for a while, but there's that light at the end of the tunnel. There's that big success coming. But when it's by this, it's like you're just spinning your wheels. You're just locked into this heavy labor. You're in labor, and it's just an onus and a burden. So either there's two paths, and it's going to require courage for you to break out into this new path, or this thing didn't work out in May, something else is going to pop for you in June. Either way, it looks like great strides in career for sure. All right, well, let's pull out the wheel and see what's happening here. The first thing that's going to be happening is the full moon on Friday the 13th. Ooh. I've had some good things happen on Friday the 13th. I think that's kind of I don't know. It's almost like it's a karmic date. It's just like I've had good things happen on Saturn transits, and everybody thinks that Saturn is, everybody's afraid of Saturn. I've had wonderful things happen on Saturn. So don't be afraid by that. So we've got a full moon, things coming to culmination on Friday the 13th. And in your case, it's going to be in your 9th house of travel. That's the first thing that comes to mind with me. I mean, there's other things. There's education and spiritual matters and so on. But travel and foreign countries. So it kind of ties back into this first line of the reading. So Friday the 13th, full moons are usually culminations. So it could be something that it feels like this is ongoing. And I feel like you're kind of stuck in the disappointment of the Taurus time. Okay, so let's move on to the next event, which is going to be the new moon on the 27th of June. And this is going to be in the sign of Cancer, which is going to be in your 4th house. Okay, new moon is house of home and family. 4th house, house of home and family, ancestors, so on. New moon there. So, separating from this reading, just a new moon in your 4th house, that can be a great time to do things around your house, remodel, redecorate, nurture relationships, turn over a new leaf, or start a new plan in your house, maybe start a family meeting, or something like that. But new moon in the 4th could also be a relocation. So I feel strong for a lot of you that this may be some kind of opportunity to relocate, maybe even to another country. What do you got to lose? This is what you've got to lose, carrying around this heavy burden all your life. So I feel like if these things come up, big success too. And sometimes, you know, the Chariot, and this could just be maybe you're going to deal. And in this day and age, we don't have to always move to a foreign country. We can be dealing with people through the internet, through Skype, you know, conference. There's all sorts of ways that we can do business or be, in relationship with people who are not in our own area. But so there's an element of that. If it does come up for a relocation, though, I would take it, take it, take it. Okay, that about does it for this month of June 2014. I want to thank everybody for liking and sharing and commenting on my videos. And I want to thank everybody who's been donating, because for their donations, it really makes it worthwhile for me to continue to do the free readings for everybody. Before we go also, I wanted to remind you again, my book is for sale on Amazon, Tarot in the Modern World. It is a tarot book. If you're watching my videos to learn how to read tarot, well, this is the ideal book to get to go along with it. It gives a little poem to remember the cards by. Maybe more for the beginner, but could hold insights for more seasoned readers. I give upright and reverse. And the other thing that I do is I give how to relate it to other cards. So therefore you can tie the whole reading together, and it helps you to really tie the reading together, because you really can't always just read the cards just one at a time. You know, you got to kind of put it all together and into a story. And I think this, if you haven't been doing that thus far, this book could get you on your way to doing that. You know, it kind of shows you the way by relating to a few other cards each time. And you'll start to get your own meanings as time goes on. Easy to understand, you know, it's plain speak like I speak, so if you like my videos, chances are you might like the book. Okay, everyone, thanks again for watching, and remember, you are love and beauty incarnate.